Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another inspiring episode of Beyond Borders. We're so excited to have you here with us again today. We're going to dive into another powerful conversation. Every week, we bring you incredible stories of resilience, success, and transformation. Proof that no matter where you come from, you can build something meaningful and create a lasting impact. And before we continue, we just want to ask you to please let us know where you're watching from. And if you're catching the replay, also please let us know as well. Thank you.
I love that, Vanessa. What you just said about no matter where you come from, you can build something meaningful, right? And so that's today's theme. It's all about going beyond just earning a paycheck. It's about creating a legacy while supporting our loved ones. So, many of us start working to provide for our families, but what if we could do more? What if we could build something that lasts generations?
Right, that's right, Suzette. So let's continue with our guest. Our guest today knows this journey very well. She has worked in different industries, from fast food to retail, healthcare, and now as a QA lab technician. Through it all, she has always prioritized supporting her family while also building something greater for herself. So please help us to welcome Ruby.
Welcome,
Welcome,
Ruby.
Ruby.
Hello, everybody. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, but before we get into our conversation today, we love to start with gratitude. It's a powerful practice that helps us to focus on the good in our lives, no matter what challenges we may be facing. So let's take a moment to share something we're grateful for today. So I will go ahead. Today, I'm grateful for my kids because they're the ones who give me that drive to work even harder, and especially to focus more on this digital business because I want to leave a legacy for them. So that's what I'm grateful for today.
Awesome. And I'm so super grateful that this business has allowed me to support my mom. When I started my business journey, my dad was around, but then he passed. So I only have my mom now, but they come from an era where they don't have pensions, right? From where we're from in the Caribbean. I just been able to give that support now in her golden years to my mom. I am so grateful to have the opportunity to do that, and actually have the means to do it. So that's why I am today.
Yes, me, same as Vanessa, I'm deeply grateful to God for blessing me with my children and also for guiding me to this incredible opportunity that allows me to build a lasting legacy for them. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And I am grateful for, yeah, for God first, of course, and then for using my husband for bringing me here in the United States. Yeah, I could never been so proud to be a citizen for such a time as this, and that's because God has blessed me with a husband and brought me here and in the land of opportunity. So I'm always grateful for that.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, Ruby.
Yes.
Now, before we get into today's discussion, we do love for you to introduce yourself to our audience. So tell us a little bit about your journey, who you are, where are you from, and what led you to explore the digital business world.
Yes. So, hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're tuning in from. And to those Filipinos that are going to watch this in the Philippines, there's 7,100 islands in the Philippines, right? But it composed of three major islands, and I live in one of the major islands. It's south of the Philippines, and I graduated. Yeah, I Philippines is they say is third world country. So I know the difference between living there and living here, and I grew up not so fortunate. So that's why I tried my best to finish college because that's when that's the only way there that you could get a good job or you get accepted
Mhm.
yeah, a good paying job. But but I was ambitious then. I was ambitious then and ambitious now. So it is for for my family, because coming from a small country, and then I wanted to do something better for myself, and not just for myself but for my family. And great for life. There's more about life. There's life is beautiful. you know so I am, yeah, and I graduated, as education. I mean, yeah, elementary grade school teacher back home. And when I graduated, that's when I met my husband. And then I was like, maybe I don't have to teach at all. Maybe God has different plan for me. And then, yeah, long and behold, God brought me here 20 years ago. That was 20.
Wow.
Yes.
There's such an inspiring journey, Ruby, because so many of us can relate to working hard for our families, but at some point, realizing there has to be a better way, and that's exactly what we are talking about today. Because always there has to be a better way, right,
Yes.
Vanessa?
Yes, yes. Yeah, many people they work just to pay bills, but you made a shift towards building a lasting legacy. So, Ruby, what inspired you to think beyond just the paycheck and start looking for something more?
Yeah. I know there's always better out there, right? So I was 20 years ago, I started supporting my family back home financially, because I remember one day where we don't even know where the next meal's coming from. So and then I told myself, like, no, I don't want to experience that life, for my children or for the future, or even for my siblings, because I know how hard it is, not to know, like, who's like, we don't know, if don't know what's tomorrow. We're fearful, right? But if there's fear, there's faith. Which one would you choose? But so for me, there's always better out there. I remember, maybe, the little story. When I was in high school, my dad told me, like, Ruby, I cannot afford to send you to school. That's high school. And if
Mhm.
you want, to finish college, you have to find your way, to oh my gosh, you have to do it for yourself. Like, you have to make a way to do that. So I worked hard, and I was a working student from secondary high school to college. And then in the Philippines, like, you can't afford high school even. And then college. So I did that. I said, like, I have to prove myself that I could do this, not just for me, but for my family. And then, so when I got here, I was really grateful that, hey, God brought me here in the US. I'm here in the land of opportunities. And then 20 years later, like, I'm still here. Like, hey, I'm already in the United States, the land of opportunity. And then I get into a cycle, like, work, home, and then church, work, home, church. And then that's the same cycle for me, like, every day. And until one time I said, like, Lord, there's got to be somewhere out there. There's got to be better somewhere out there. So what is it really your plan and for purpose for me? So, and then, yeah, and I think it started from there, when you feel like boring or something like that, you better look for something out there, because you feel bored for a reason. So don't just
Hmm.
so there's something better out there. So I started praying, and then God answers in many different ways.
Yes,
Yeah, for sure.
definitely. Yeah, we always have to lean on God because He is amazing. That's a really powerful story, and it's amazing how experiences shape our perspectives. Many of us don't realize at first that we have the potential to build something beyond a monthly salary. But when we do, everything changes. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I love what you were saying there when you feel bored, right? Like my mom used to always say, the devil find works for idle hands. So,
Yeah.
so, you got to go out there and always find something constructive to do.
Yes.
That's what it's all about. I have some similar experience to you growing up, and even when it was time for me to like go to college, my parents couldn't help me either, right? And I remember how disappointing it felt because I had gotten like a partial scholarship to go to a university in Ohio, and then it's like you don't have any additional support, and I'm like going everywhere trying to get the support to go, and eventually I ended up not even going because I just couldn't afford it, and my parents couldn't afford it. So I can connect with you on that level. So here we are, right? Supporting our loved ones, while building a business, it can be so challenging. So I just have a question for you, Ruby. Like, how do you balance both? What has been your biggest motivation?
To be more and to give more. Like, yeah, I've always, when I was in college, I've always, remembered one of our professor told us, you can never give what you do not have. So, from my check is, yeah, I'm grateful for my paycheck. I was able to send my 3 brothers to college. They're all finished, and then my niece to college, and currently, sending my cousin to college. But I wanted to give more. I wanted to do more, and then we can never give what we do not have. So if we want to give more, we have to be more in order to earn more, and then you can give more. But to be more is a process. To be more is a hard work. In order to have more. To me, the real challenge was like I never had any business background. All I know is when I saw the ad on Facebook, and then I saw those testimonies. I watched the webinar and all that. I watched it over and over, and I told myself, like, I can do this, I can do this. And that desire has to start from within. It has to start from you. Like when you believe, the moment you believe that you can do it, you're halfway there. So like for me, it has, that drive has to start from within. Because whatever things you heard from the outside, that drive that comes within you, surpasses all that. And so
Yeah.
my challenges really were, what would people think about me, like, especially on social media. I'm not a big social media person. I don't like lives. I don't like, when my friends, doing the go live, I said, no, I don't want people, to see me, whatever, my business is my business, and that, that my personal business is mine. But when you do, when you want something to do in life, you got to do what you have to do. I mean, just like going to school, you don't want to take exams, but you have to take exams, in order to, you have to do the projects that you needed, to pass, and all that. So mine really was the mindset, what people would think about me if I'm in social media. And then I had a hard time merging my faith in business. That I really had a hard time, doing that. Like, what would my my church family thinks, I'm doing online. I mean, as a matter of fact, I've heard that, like, when I, like, a month or so in the business, like, they have concerns, because I'm a worship leader in our church. And then so pastors, from different, so we did mission, and then from the Philippines pastors, and here, and what is she doing online? I said, I know I gotta do this, but this is legit, and I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna compromise my faith just for money. But you can't really convince them, to believe in you. Or you're just gonna have to be consistent and do what is this you're gonna do. I mean, I have nothing to hide. I'm not doing anything wrong. So that, and then then Ray Higdon, in our Christian, that he's such a blessing to me, helping me merging, that, hey, you can be Christian, why not? Business is business. I mean, it's in the Bible. I said, yeah, you're right. And so, like, and then that's how that really motivated me to keep going forward. And God is good. God is good.
Faith over fear, right? I love Reagan.
Exactly.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Sometimes it's really hard to really step out of your comfort zone, and, having those concerns about what other people are going to think. And so looking deep within yourself and realizing, hey, I'm not doing anything wrong. That's like such an important step for everyone to take, because we all struggle with different things, right? And I'm happy that you were actually able to move past all of that and still pursue your business, and still pursue your goals, right? And with with our system that we have, of course, it really helps a lot, because you talked about, not be, coming up live and how uncomfortable that was. And I can even see the same for myself as well. I always tell people I was not like a social media person at all before this. I hardly came on. But we have such an amazing training and such an amazing supportive community. And the way we encourage each other, helping us to really reach our truest potential, right? If I can say that. That brings us here. Like, here we are together, like even today. It's not just about working hard, it's really about working smart and having like the right system in place.
Right.
And the best part is this digital business gives us the flexibility to provide for our families while also being present for them. And that's something I really wanted for myself. I'm sure you ladies can, attest to the same thing.
Yes, and before you continue, I want to say hello and to thank you, Mira. Thank you, Mira, for watching us. Now, every journey comes with obstacles, okay? So what were some challenges you faced when transitioning into this business, and how did you overcome them?
Yeah, it's being consistent. For me, never had a business background. Mindset is 80%, right? 80-90%, and then skills can be learned. So in the mindset, really, for me, like when my Facebook account was restricted or actually disabled, into 1 month into the business. So because I was so excited, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, bam, run my ad. And then I got restricted. And then I was so down. And then there's the mindset part, the faster you fail, fail faster, then you learn faster, right? So for me, it was really the mindset, what might people think of me. And then until we have mastermind classes about mindset and all that, so I educate myself about that, all this mindset stuff. And then you get to learn where, what, we're not here to please people. We're not here, as a door of opportunity for people that are looking, for the same opportunities, right? The business that you can do online. For me, it's our, we have mastermind classes, we have videos, or classes that we could learn from, in knowing that what you do is helping people out there, to find opportunities like this. So to me, like, I heard, I remember one of Ray Higdon's go live, and then he has this guest, I don't remember his name, but he said something. He's already there, he's already earning 6-7 figures. And then he said his goal now is not about earning money. His goal now is not about time freedom. His goal now is helping people be the same, have the same, that he has. And then for him, and then he said, Lord, all I want to be is a door of opportunity. And I said, that's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to. But you can, in order to be a door, you have to be consistent, right? You have to be, or
Absolutely.
especially us, social media marketers. We have to be online on, be there on social media. I worked in 12 hours shift. So I would get up, like 2:45 in the morning, and then go to work 5 to 5, and then start driving, driving 30 minutes, each way. And you're already tired, but there's that time, prioritize your time and be there. If we work hard, I don't remember what's his name, but work hard on yourself than you work, than your work, right? You work harder on yourself. So yeah, so that's what I did. And all these classes that we have, the video based, trainings that we have, really helped me a lot. The classes,
Amazing.
really, yeah.
Oh, sorry. So that's so relatable, okay? Because every new journey comes with doubts and challenges. But as you said, having the right mindset, support makes all the difference. And in this business, we provide both. So thank you for this.
Yes, definitely. I resonate with everything that you just said, because that's why I enjoy the business so much as well, because of the video-based training, and there's so much to learn. So I have another question for you, and especially get towards the folks who are still stuck in the just getting by mindset. Like, what advice would you give to them to help them start thinking about building a legacy?
Yeah, there's more to life, there's more to what we have now. There's always more, there's always more. It's not being greedy to to wanting to have more. It's not greedy, it's not, it's not bad to be wanting to be more, to have more, and then you can give more. I mean, what is life without giving? I mean, it's in giving. I mean, the joy is in giving, not taking. So what is life really, without sharing what you have? It's like, maybe, your faith, share your faith with people, your what God has created us to be, right? Even listening to people, how much more if we have something that gives, a solution to people's what finances or time freedom or whatever, that. So I like, there's so much that you can do. You can be a better person. You can be a better version of you if you just want to be. I mean, there's all kinds of resources out there, there's all kinds of help out there, but the question is, are you ready for that help? Are you ready for that change? Are you ready for, to take a chance at life? Life is beautiful. Just life is just beautiful. And then especially maybe to all out there, maybe immigrants. Immigrants are already here in the United States, I don't know, or you're in Canada, or you are in a place where you can do more. Why not do more and be more? And especially to those who are already here in, like, hey, land of opportunities, or you can do better. Why not? There's a lot of people that wants to be in your situation right now, but they never had a chance to do so.
Yeah.
But we're already here. Do the best that you can. I don't have children of my own, but I have siblings that have children. So I just want to do what I can do now to leave a legacy. Maybe I could help my siblings to have whatever they want, and then that benefits the children of their children. So yeah, I'm just excited to be in this business, really, because I can do more and be more here and help other person, to have, to enjoy life, really, not being tied up to,
Yeah. I love to give as well, definitely.
yeah.
And it's wonderful to share this business with everyone.
Yes.
So yes, it will be great advice as always.
Thank
So if for those out there, if you're watching and you're wondering whether you can do it, yes, you can. The first step is always believing in yourself and
Yes.
being open to new opportunities.
Yes, exactly.
I love that, Ruby. Do more and be more, right? Yeah, it's been truly an incredible conversation that we've had today. And I want to thank the audience for those of you who popped in and watched us. Please remember to let us know where you're watching from. And of course, if any of this resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share this live, like the video, drop your comments. Any questions that you have, we're going to get back to you, right? And let us know what part of Ruby's story inspired you the most.
And if you're ready to explore this opportunity for yourself, we invite you to join our free live webinar every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. EST time. And this is where we break down how this business works and how you can start building your own legacy while supporting your loved ones. Just click on one of the links that you are watching at the screen and register now. Your future self will thank you.
Yes, definitely. So we just want to say a big thank you to you, Ruby. Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us today. Your story is a reminder that we don't have to choose between providing for our families and building something meaningful. We can do both.
Yes.
Absolutely. And as we wrap up, guys, as usual, I want to leave you with a powerful quote. Don't just work for a living. Build a life that you love and a legacy that lasts. So thank you all for tuning in, and we're going to see you next time on Beyond Borders.
Thank you.
All right.